Woo! Rappers. Rappers today are an ongoing phenomenon. Rappers today are an ongoing phenomenon that we are commonly associating with rapping. Oh, wait. I'm sorry, Miss V. If you see this, this is not the start. You'll know when I started, okay? But this is not the start I wanted for this, okay? But I'm putting it in because I know you're going to laugh at it, okay?
No.
Okay, I'm about to start right now, okay? We're going to do this, okay? Woo. Rappers are an ongoing phenomenon today that we commonly associate with rap and poetry, also known as RAP itself. Yes, that has dots in between the R and the A and the P, you know, to help signify, the acronym for rap and poetry. As we know today, they're often seen in the media, the social media, and most of them we see today are some people like Takashi 69, Trippie Red, Lil Yachty, and all the sorts. And they're all commonly associated with tattoos. Just like now, obviously these are very poorly drawn, but they get off the gist of what you should know, that they are tattoos, and kind of what rappers get is not they do not tend to think when they get these tattoos. But and this leads to us thinking that we may know a lot about rappers because they like to spend their money a lot and do drugs, spend it on ladies and all that. But do we really? That's one thing I'm here to tell you about that I've done some research over for the past couple weeks. Is that the rapper's lifestyle is often seen through social media and music, and their music as just something that was simple and quick thought of. But I'm here to tell you right now that it is way more than that. And the rappers often have a lifestyle that is more than just the outer shell. It's more than just the outer shell that we see commonly associated with them through the social media and through their following. And today I'm here to tell you about how how these rappers manage how these rappers manage to
Not for the food. I'm just saying.
how rappers' lifestyles are more to the outside shell than just that. And today I will tell you how this works through first how rappers get famous, second how rappers manage to get their money, and then third how rappers manage to stay relevant over time, and how all of this manages to relate to your life as a whole. So first of all, rappers often we know they start like us. They start at the bottom. As Drake said, start from the bottom. Now he's there. But they often start there because they want to make. They don't have much credibility with their music. They don't have much of connections, business connections or anything. Not even signed or anything. And according to Megan Garvey, a journalist for Complex News, the rapper's main come up mainly consists of a part time job on, let's say, a 9 to 5, with did a lot of dedication to the music, their craft, and trying to get better, or just getting out as many songs that people would like as possible, and a vast amount of patience. Because when it comes to the rap business, you never know when your break's going to be. And that also relates to everybody's life in general. Just like rappers, you never know when something's good going to happen for you, so you just got to keep going with your life and keep doing what you need to do in order to make ends meet. And you never know, something good may turn up in the future that can help you better. Which also leads to them. Never know. And some examples of this would be Nicki Minaj. She used to work part time at Red Lobster, and obviously, based off of what her quotes, she had a bad attitude, so she did not stay at one job often. And also with the Migos. Also with the Migos, it is for them. They did a lot of their music was dedicated at their house. They had to make their own kind of setup. And one of my references for that would be they simply had to actually buy all the equipment because they didn't have anybody who had the equipment for them. And one way for this to occur would also help them get their big break. Once these rappers gain their fame, we often wonder what they start to do with it. And obviously, one of the main things they do is try to make a source of income out of it and make it their main source. Make it their main way that they get their money. And this income often is associated with, according to David Andrew Weeb, who's a journalist for Music Industry How To, this is correlated with the three main ways that they make their money, which is through digital sales, physical sales, and playing shows. And one of the main, and also according to him, David Andrew Weeb, one of the main ways that they make their money is through what's seen to be the best way is through playing shows, because that draws in more people, more fan base, and also people who have never heard them or want to see what they're like, or generally have never been to a concert. It just brings in more people and brings in more fan base, and also it involves a lot of communication, a lot of verbal communication, business connections, and all such sorts, as well as reflection towards the people themselves, because they have to portray themselves in a way that allows people to be interested in their songs and have a good time, so they want to come back. Where let's say the person's on a tour, an example that would be Drake, because he's known for music and his generosity, which also builds a better connection, which involves a lot of self-monitoring, because you have to monitor what you do. And generally rappers try to do stuff that people are very attended to, like trends and all that sorts, such as people obviously have seen his "In My Feelings" song or the God's Plan. They were very known, or in such ways with Tekashi 69 or other rappers like Famous Dex. They use a lot of jewelry, as you can see. They use a lot of jewelry. This is just off-brand stuff, because I'm not really the richest. One day I'll get there, hopefully. And now that I have discussed that point, I'm going to go ahead and go into my third point and my last point before I conclude things off. And then go into how it relates all back to you people and me as well, which is rappers stay relevant because of how they still manage to stay relevant. Rappers stay relevant because of the media influence that they put out, which is one way. As long as they manage to make it interesting in a way for people to want to constantly look at what they're doing, that keeps them around and puts their music up. It gives them prominent times to be able to use their communication, their understanding through the external communication that people are giving off, and the nonverbal communication as well as the verbal, that they can put out music at certain times based on how popular they are around people. And one of the most prominent ways is how they write their music, because they need to be versatile, and this involves typologies. And Amanda Sewell, who I'm going to reference, who is also a classical music host and producer at Interlochen Public Radio, described in typologies, and they're just ways of how rappers sample their hip-hop beats and how they can make it where it connects to the music, and how they can actually rap to that, because it shows the beats. Let's say like a beat right here, beat right here, beat here, and then above it right here would be the writer's notes, and they have to make it where it matches with the beat, so the way they can say it, such as like this right here, for example. This is a purse. We're gonna go ahead and use it. As you can see, this is the beat. It's the words. They say words, 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 boom. Words, 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 boom. Basically, they have to match the beat with their music in a way that how they speak it, it can match in a way that is versatile but also works. And one of the great examples of this would be Kendrick Lamar because he's very versatile and the beats he uses, he's very in tune with it and he's very harmonic in the way he speaks his words, so it works with his music well. That's why people like him. And then I've discussed that. I'm going to go ahead and go into how this all relates to you. Is because number one, rappers they live the struggle just like everybody else in the world, and they're not just the way they live now may be extravagant, but they've definitely had to work hard just to get to that point. So they've in a way earned it, but also they don't need to abuse it. And also, and also another way would be how it's relates to us as a whole and people who are not as famous as them. Is rappers today help define rap, the rappers of the future because these are the role models that that the music creators will look up to as a whole. And to sum things up, we've discussed how rappers get famous, how they manage to make their money, and how they manage to stay influential over time and stay relevant, and how it relates to all of you and me as a whole, and that rappers are not just these people that we can use as just comical relief, but they are more as entertainers and they like to put a craft to what they do. And if you just take a chance to look them up and see how they managed to get to where they were, you will learn that they're more than meets the eye. Thank you.
TJ, now you
Oh my gosh, that was 12 minutes.